Old Dougie Ducote, he is very impressed with himself. Oh yeah, Dougie is very, very impressed with himself. Old Dougie likes Dougie. Yeah, ignorance is bliss comes to mind. Comes right to mind, because ignorance is bliss. That's why old Dougie is so happy with himself. Old Dougie is so damn happy with himself because Dougie's got it all figured out. Oh, it's all figured out according to Dougie. All figured out. And when you start pointing out to Dougie that all the tools that he uses and the right wing echo chamber uses comes right out of the playbook of the Nazi propagandist Joseph Goebbels. Yeah, everything the Nazis used in propaganda, you can find over on the right wing. You can find it over there. See, like blame shifting. Oh, that's a good one they love. They love that blame shifting. You see anything that goes wrong, well, they shift the blame to those liberals. Even though it was Dougie's side that tried to overthrow the election, but then they'll come out and make a whole bunch of laws to stop people from voting. Yeah, that's what they're doing. See, Dougie's side don't like people voting. No, it's not good for Dougie and his side when people get to vote. But yeah, they'll shift that blame. They'll say, well, it wasn't them trying to overthrow an election. It was those liberals that was doing that. Those liberals were trying to overthrow the democracy. See, they shift the blame right over to somebody else. And that's an old trick, Dougie. That is a very old trick coming right from old Joseph Goebbels himself. Accuse the other side of what, in fact, you are guilty of. So Dougie says, well, it was Antifa that stormed the Capitol on the 6th. But when you ask old Dougie, how come Antifa would try to overthrow an election they won? Well, you don't get any answer from Dougie on that one. Old Dougie ignores that. Goes right back to that old blame shifting. Old Dougie will shift the blame right over onto the other side. Yeah, like old Dougie's on a kick now about immigration at the border. Yeah, Dougie says, well, it's all Biden's fault. It's all Biden's fault. Even though Biden hadn't had time to change the policy down there, even though he's trying. So it's going to take a little time to get all the Trump shit out of there. So maybe we'll have some humanity at the border instead of putting people in cages, little kids in cages. But yeah, old Dougie, he'll shift that old blame. He'll shift it right over onto somebody else. And Dougie doesn't realize, he don't have a freaking clue, that all the little tricks that he uses comes right from Nazi Germany. That we can find all those propaganda tricks that Goebbels used. We could always find them over on the right. That's what they do. But then you point out, though, Dougie said, well, the Nazis and the skinheads and the Ku Klux Klan's over on your side. So when Dougie says that he got deployed twice to fight those terrorists, old Dougie will point that finger at you and tell you how great he is. Old Dougie will tell you how great he is because Dougie's impressed with himself. Yeah, he's really impressed with himself. Old Dougie, the big old terrorist fighter. Old Dougie says, oh, he's against those old terrorists. He fights against them. Then we point out to Dougie that, well, the Proud Boys and the Boogaloo Boys and the Klan and all those guys, all those boy bands, they're over on his side and they're freaking terrorists. Yeah. But Dougie doesn't want to seem to fight them. No, Dougie doesn't want to fight those terrorists because those terrorists are over on his side. So what does he do? He shifts the blame. He puts it over on those liberals and Antifa and Black Lives Matter. He'll shift that old blame right over there. And that's an old trick. It is an old freaking Goebbels trick. Yeah, accuse the other side of what you're guilty of, Dougie. But old Dougie, he's so impressed with himself that old Dougie hasn't even read history. He don't know. He don't have a freaking clue that he's being manipulated. That's what happens when you got about an 85 IQ. You're highly suggestible. As long as it sounds good, old Dougie's right there with that old right-wing echo chamber. He's right there with him. But old Dougie will tell you how impressed he is with himself. He'll point that finger at you and tell you, oh, he's such a great patriot. But when you ask Dougie, he said, well, would a patriot try to storm the Capitol and overturn an election? Is that what a patriot would do, Dougie? Apparently. That's what Dougie thinks. Dougie thinks, well, that's patriotism trying to overthrow a free and fair election because you don't like the damn results. So that's what old Dougie does. See, he's too stupid to know he's using a damn playbook right from Joseph Goebbels. But old Dougie, he's so impressed with himself. Just listen to him, old Dougie. You'll say, oh, he's so wonderful. Old Dougie will tell you how smart he is and what a great American he is while he tried to overthrow the government, tried to overthrow the Constitution. Old Dougie tell you what, oh, he's such a great patriot. And then old Dougie's got everything figured out with his 85 IQ. But yeah, Dougie's impressed with himself. He's very impressed with himself. Aren't you, Dougie? You're very impressed with yourself. And the rest of us look at you like, how can you be so fucking stupid? Huh? If you're so damn smart, Dougie, tell us how you're so damn fucking stupid. Can you do that, Dougie? Can you tell us how come you're so damn stupid? I doubt it. You know why, Dougie? Because you're fucking stupid. Yeah.